What's up, everybody? It's Chaotic. Today I want to discuss the best heroes in the game. Now, this is going to be my opinion. If you disagree with it, you have a right to disagree with it, but remember, this is just my opinion. I'm going to state the heroes I find best in the game according to faction. Also, these are heroes I believe you can 9-star immediately. If you get them from a summon, have fun, level them to 100, go ahead and 6-star them. No questions about it. Worth 9-starring, and they are end game heroes. Now, remember, this is my opinion. You can agree, you can disagree. It's your choice. But I'm going to start with Red/Abyss faction. I'm going to go with I'm going to go from best to worst. I think that's easiest. I'm going to start out with Brea. It was just released a month ago. He is a beast of a tank. He is good in PvP and in PvE. If you put him in a Marauder group, he's going to dot, and he's going to hurt that Marauder, and he's going to have a lot of damage dealt versus a Marauder. Excuse me. He's also amazing in PvP. Now, I wouldn't say he's great in the first position, but in the third position he shines a lot. He can take a lot of damage, and he can stay up. So if you have him, if you don't have any tank, if you don't have Ice Blink, you don't have Gru, he's going to want to be in your first position. But if you have one of them, he's going to hang out in your third position for a Rainbow team or maybe a Ruin team. He's amazing. Okay, second best. Close second best in my opinion. Queen. Queen, she's another beast. She is amazing at damage. Her counterattack will win fights for you. If you put her in position 1, if you don't have a tank, she's going to do just fine there. Her survivability is through the roof. And she's also good in PvE. She's going to tank for you over Ice Blink because she's going to counterattack every single time. And she's going to do not as much damage as a Bloodblade or Walter, but you're going to see her reach really high up there in DPS meter just because of her counterattack. So she's good in PvP and PvE. Okay, third best, in my opinion, is going to have to be Kareem. Now, some people will be like, oh, Kareem's yesterday's news. He's no good anymore. Oh, you are crazy, sir. This guy can bigger crits than Flame Strike or Aiden. I've seen him crit for 650,000. It's insane, his crits. Like, yeah, some people might say he dies too quickly. And you know what? That might be true if full 9-star team. But you know what? I feel like if you put an HP stone on him, make him survive longer, this guy in the right group, he's going to shine. He is not throwaway material in any shape or form. He might be the third best in the Red faction. The Red faction might be the weakest faction, but he is still, in my opinion, top tier. Maybe not God tier, but he is still top tier. I mean, they wouldn't offer him in the altar if he wasn't that good. Okay, I know I said top 3, but I'm going to throw in an honorable mention for each faction. My honorable mention for this faction is going to have to be Margaret. Now, people will be like, why didn't you say Dentalion? Why didn't you say Balrog? It's because, you know what? I like heroes that are good in both PvP and PvE. She's going to shine in Marauder because she's going to dot and she's going to last through 15 rounds. And in PvP, she can be okay. She's not great. Like I said, she's an honorable mention, but if you have a full 9-star team and you get her and you don't need her as fodder anymore, keep her, level her. She'll be good in one of your groups eventually. Alright, let's go with Undead. Shadow faction, Undead faction, whichever what you want to call it. Okay, no one's going to disagree here. I think the best Shadow faction in the game currently is Bloodblade. He is good at everything in this game. When they introduced him, this is probably when they started saying the heroes that we're going to introduce in this game are going to be so overpowered that everyone's going to have to buy it, or they're just not going to succeed anymore. You know, a company's going to be a company. If you like the game, you're going to support them. If not, oh well. But Bloodblade started the trend of way too overpowered new heroes. Bloodblade is amazing in PvP. He is probably the best DPS in Marauder. And now he's good in the Aspen dungeon as well. So he's good in all 3 things in this game that you need. Even Brave Trial, everything. Bloodblade can pretty much carry you through the tower if you're starting off new. Just a level 100 can get you to, I think, stage 90. I did on a private server. But yeah, Bloodblade is definitely, in my opinion, the best Undead faction. Okay, second, I'm going to have to go with Walter, another assassin. Now, real quick, I want to mention about Bloodblade. The reason Bloodblade's also so good is he is good against Rangers. And most of the meta right now is Rangers. You're going to have Ice Blink in your first position. You're going to have Demon Hunter somewhere because of CC, and he's going to chew through them. If you get him to survive, and he maybe is in your second position, and you make sure he lives, he's gonna kill them. And once they die, you pretty much win the fight. All right. So second, it's gonna have to be Walter. Walter was the best DPS in the game till Bloodblade came along, but Walter is not that bad. People don't realize how good his armor break is. If you stack an armor break stone on him, he's going to out DPS Bloodblade. Yes, you heard me. He's going to out DPS Bloodblade in a Marauder. But he also shines in PvP. He might only hit 2 targets in PvP, but he's still going to be good DPS. His survivability is not as good as Bloodblade, so if you had to pick Bloodblade or him, you should probably pick Bloodblade. Bloodblade's going to survive longer. Walter is one of the first to die in PvP against a strong group. He's great, but he is not the best anymore. Okay, third, people might say, is old news. Aiden. Aiden is not old news, my friends. He is an amazing hero. He probably has the 3rd highest crits in the game behind Kareem and Flamestrike, and he can blow up. He will blow up your team. He really would. So don't toss him away. I threw him away once, and I'm still crying about it. He, in the right team, in the right Ruin team, he's going to carry you. He's going to carry you through the whole game. So don't get rid of Aiden. Alright, honorable mention here. I'm going to have to go with Lutz. Now, Lutz, in my opinion, is situational. Just like Field is. But I don't like Field. Lutz, at least, is good against mages, and people have Flamestrike and Aiden. Right? So Lutz is going to stun that mage if you have him in the group. But in my opinion, he's just situational, and he is only good in PvP. And he's not even that great in PvP. He's mediocre at best. He's probably one of the most common undead, other than Dominator. But that's my picks for undead. Alright, let's go with green, since blue has too many good heroes. Okay. My favorite pick here is going to have to be Demon Hunter. The Demon Hunter is a necessity in PvP. If you don't have her, you most likely are going to lose that match because she's going to CC 3 to 4 of the other group's people and heroes, and that's it. You're done. Once she CCs, you almost can't recover. And her speed is through the roof, so she's most likely going to always be attacking first, unless you know heroes that attack faster. And if you put her in a group with Rosa, it's over. You're just not going to lose. She does not shine, in my opinion, in PvE, though. She is just for PvP purely. If you put her in a Marauder team, she's not going to do anything. She's lackluster at best. If Walter or Bloodblade do 2 million damage, she's going to do 500-600k. You want to make sure you stack a crit and crit percent damage on her, because that's where she really shines. The harder she crits, the more she's going to CC. So that's the stone you want on her. She's going to be amazing in PvP. Alright, second. Now this is where I might get a little people angry, but I'm going to have to go with Rosa. The reason I pick Rosa here is Rosa's undervalued, first of all. People don't like priests because they're not damage dealers. But you know what priests do? They make your whole team better. And that's exactly what Rosa does. If you have a nice 9-star team, Rosa is going to make that team shine like that weird purple ball he's got in his hand. He is a godsend. He will, if you put him in a Marauder team, he's going to double your DPS. If you, like I said, he is not that great. If you have a 6-star team and he's 6-star, he's not going to do anything for you. You're going to have to save him. Just put him in the back burner. When your team's of 8-star and pushing 9-star, you want him in your team because he is endgame, only endgame material. Unless your team is good, it doesn't matter. He might help a little bit, but he's going to shine when you have high DPS, high damage dealer teams. Okay, third is going to have to be Gru. Now, I don't see why people, you know, like they love Ice Blink. Everybody loves Ice Blink in the first position. But when you have Gru at 9-star and you have him with a damage reduction artifact, Gru is going to be the best first position tank in the game. He's going to keep everyone alive that's behind him if he's in the first position. And guess what? If you kill everybody and Gru is the last man standing, he might take out your whole team. He is that unkillable because of his damage reduction skills. If you put a damage reduction artifact on him and a HP stone, he is one of the strongest tanks in the game. Ice Blink, he's great in first position, but Ice Blink will fall at 9 stars. Everyone 9-star team, he's going to fall too quickly, and Gru is going to be the best in that first position. He's not the best. I'll save that for last, so I feel like is the first position. So let's honorable mention here. It's not going to be Faceless. I'm sorry, guys. I don't even know if there's an honorable mention in green. Starlight, they just recently buffed. Starlight's okay. There's nothing great about her. There's nothing bad about her. That's definitely not Dragon Slayer. I'm gonna have to go with Thale. The reason why I'm gonna go with Thale as my honorable mention, at least she can survive in the Aspen dungeon now. So that's my honorable mention for green. In my opinion, there's only 3 good heroes in green. Everyone else is crap. Okay, blue. Now, blue, I know I'm going to say top 3, but I'm going to have to pick 5. 5 heroes for blue, because that's how many good heroes there are in the Fortress/blue faction. Yes, I know what their names are. I know it's not blue. I'm just saying it because people know colors better than they know Fortress. I say Fortress to a new player, they're not going to know that's the blue faction. Okay, best hero in blue. I don't think a lot of people are going to argue with this one. It's Flamestrike. Flamestrike is most likely the 3rd best hero in the whole game. You get Flamestrike at the beginning of a new server or a new game, you're going to have so much fun. Her survivability is through the roof, and she is just an animal. She will destroy a whole team. You can have put a bunch of level 1s and just her at 6-star, and you're going to destroy everything she comes in contact with. She just has too much HP. They recently nerfed her, but they didn't. It was such a little percentage that they went down in this 3rd skill, I believe. It doesn't matter. I didn't see anything. Like endgame people will say, "Oh, it was a huge nerf." No, she's still the best DPS, bar none, in the whole game. That's it. Flamestrike's the best in blue. Okay, close second I still would say is Ice Blink, because Ice Blink is amazing. All around, he's great at CC. He has, I think, the 2nd best CC in the game now, since they upped Karma. But he's got the best CC in the game. He's got survivability. And most of the time, if you get him and he's in the altar, he's going to be in your position 1. And he's going to tank like a champ for you and steal the opponent's attack. So, since he steals the opponent's attack, he gets stronger, and it's just amazing. So you always want him in position 1 until very late game, where you might want Gru in your first position, or maybe Brea, but he's unstoppable. All right, 3rd here. I'm gonna have to go with Ormus. Ormus is an amazing healer. I don't think he's gonna shine very much in endgame PvP as much. But if you have him, his survivability is amazing. He's going to help you through Brave Trial. Don't throw him away. Just don't throw him. Use him as fodder. You're going to hate yourself later, because you're going to need a healer in Brave Trial. You're going to need. He's probably the best hero in the Aspen dungeon now. I think I'll make a video about that later. But he is probably the 3rd best priest in the game. But Ormus is my pick for the 3rd best here. Now, This is where people are going to hate me and people are going to scream. I don't like Miki. She is too group dependent. She is great as a hero, don't get me wrong. But I've beaten plenty of groups where they just think Miki is the god because she dodges, but everyone else in the group falls to no end, and she's not going to stop a demon hunter. A demon hunter is still going to attack 3 people. Miki's great, but she isn't the best. And if you count on her as your number 1, you're going to have a hard time in the game. End game, sure. In a second or third group, sure. But that's my pick. I know I'm going to get a lot of hate for it, but I personally don't like Miki. I'd rather have a Flame Strike or an Ice Blink on my team. I'd rather have 2 Ice Blinks on my team than Miki. CC is more important than just dodging. You're counting on luck here. Okay, I'm done talking about Miki. Okay, 5th. The one person I think that no one cares about in this game is Emily. She was recently buffed. But even before she was buffed, I believe she was an amazing hero. Now, you have to have great synergy in your team for her to be an amazing hero. She's going to work well with Ormus or Rosa. But in that combo, what's it called? There's maybe in a redemption team or whichever, the 3 blue, 3 green, she's going to shine. She's going to be insanely good. She increases the speed of the team, which is insanely good in PvP. And then she's going to, when she gets below 50%, she's going to buff your guys and debuff the enemy's team. So, her in combo with Rosa, your team is going to just do insane damage, and their team is going to do no damage. It's going to be amazing. And a lot of people don't know this. Most people think that Miki is the fastest hero in the game. But Emily here with Guild Tech is actually the fastest hero in the game. So she's always going to go first in PvP if you have your Guild Tech up. And that means she's going to make everybody faster on your team on top of that. So a lot of people might not like Emily. I actually love her. If I get her, I would be a very happy man. But sadly to say, she's the only blue hero I have not gotten yet. Which is quite amazing. Okay, I'm going to just touch on Dark and Light real quick because there's not many heroes here. Sleepless. Sleepless would be my 3rd best pick. He's great, don't get me wrong. They're all good. Most of these guys are all good. Because if you're going with a rainbow team or any kind of ruin team, these guys are so hard to build up to 8, 9 star that when they are, they're going to be amazing. He survives very well. He's a meat shield, and if you do kill him, he revives. I see a lot of rainbow teams, high-end PvP, use him as their tank, and I understand why. He does decent damage, and he just doesn't die. Me, I'm a CC person though, so my second pick is gonna have to be Dark Anthendal. Her damage might not be as high, but her CC is 3rd best, I believe, in the game. And what does she do? Even each attack, she has a 35 chance to petrify. So that's pretty good. Just her normal attack might turn you into stone. And I've seen her attack my Ice Blink over and over again and just do exactly what she did there. Yay, I just petrified your Ice Blink. You're screwed for a whole round. It's annoying. But yeah, she's going to be my second pick. My first pick for Dark is going to have to be Dasmog. For what I said at the beginning, any new heroes in the game are just so overpowered, they don't even know how overpowered they are until people get them to 8 or 9 star. I faced him as a 7 star, and he hurts. His HP is too high for a ranger. I'm pretty sure the 2nd highest HP is a ranger. And his attacks are ridiculous. And he hurts rangers, which again I said is pretty much the meta right now. You got Queen, you got Ice Blink, and Demon Hunter. So he's going to hurt all 3 of them if you put a rainbow team together. Okay. Last but not least, save the best for last. Now, Gurky used to be good, but honestly, in my opinion now, if you get him, he's fodder. And I know a lot of people might hate that, but he's just not a good light hero anymore. When it was just him and as model, fine, but he has now become mediocre at best. Second best hero in the game, in my opinion, and the second best light hero is going to have to be as model. He is amazing. He is going to buff your whole team, make everybody stronger, and make everybody crit harder. And his crits are through the roof. 250, 350k as an 8 and 9 star. He's going to carry your whole team if you somehow pull him at the beginning. Any chance to buy him at the altar, get him. Always get him. Never throw him away. He's amazing. If he's your only pick in Rainbow Team, obviously go with him. Okay. My favorite hero in the game, and I'll tell you why, is Michelle. Or Michael, whatever you want to call him, because the devs, I think, screwed up and realized Michael had boobs, and then Michael became Michelle. I mean, in this day and age, you know, it's a normal thing. But this is the reason why I think Michelle is the best hero in the game. If you somehow get her to 8 or 9 star, she's going to be your tank. She's going to be better than Gru. She's going to definitely be better than Ice Blink. She has 91k, almost 92k HP. As a ranger, it's ridiculous. And not only that, if you kill her, she comes back to life. I think it's 90%. When this skill is number 3, I believe it's 90% HP. But she comes back to life. It's like, okay, you killed me. Good job. Here, I'm back. Not only that, I love CC. Like I mentioned before, she CCs 3 random foes and then heals the weakest ally. I mean, if new heroes aren't that overpowered, just look at Michelle and go, any new hero that is released, you must buy. It's sad but true. This chick in the first position is ridiculous. I fought her as a 7 star, and I hope it never happens again. Now, some people might say I'm a little biased because most of the heroes I mentioned I have, but I did my research too. It's not like I'm making this video because there aren't other videos on YouTube. But those are heroes I believe are 9-star worthy no matter what. You can 9-star them. You can see I have a couple guys I'm waiting here on hold, like I mentioned. Some people might like other heroes. Don't get me wrong, you're entitled to your opinion. You know, if you want a 9-star Bade, God bless you. You know, I'm going to have fun beating you in PvP. Alright guys, thanks for tuning in. Hope you enjoyed this video. Hope to make some more. Thanks.